The first question to think about in understanding why you buy what you buy is, what needs do you have that products and services meet? For example, psychologist Abraham Maslow identified 5 key needs that human beings have. In a marketing context, we can think about products and services that meet these needs. A comfortable mattress helps us meet our physiological needs. A lock contributes to meeting our safety needs. An alumni association helps us meet our belongingness needs. Anything that makes us look good to ourselves or to others meets esteem needs. And lots of products and services can help us fulfill our human potential. Of course, any one product can be used to fill more than one need. Fancy bedding can satisfy physiological needs, but also allow us to feel good about ourselves. Understanding what needs a product or service fills helps to explain why you buy what you buy. A second key question is, what is the process by which consumers decide to buy something? Some marketers refer to this process as a consumer journey, by which the consumer moves from not even considering a product to buying it and consuming it, or as a consumer funnel through which the consumer goes from considering many options to fulfill a need to the smaller number that the consumer actually purchases. Whichever term you use, marketers often think about stages to this consumer journey. A common way to break the journey down is into 5 stages, starting with need recognition. Once a consumer perceives a need for athletic gear, for instance, they may search for information about available options. The consumer evaluates the information about the different options, including perhaps trying them on. The consumer then makes a purchase and evaluates the experience post-purchase. Consumers will not necessarily go through all of these stages, and if they do go through them, they may not go through them all in order. But it is important for marketers to understand where consumers might be getting stuck or stopping from buying a product. Are consumers not perceiving a need for athletic gear? Are they not getting information about your brand? Or do they have information but don't evaluate it favorably? And once they do try out the product or bring it home, do they evaluate it favorably? Once marketers understand what needs drive consumers' behaviors and what the consumer's decision process is, what strategies do they use to influence consumers? This depends on the points at which consumers get stuck. If the consumer is not perceiving a need for the product, then marketers can demonstrate a need by showing the consumer that there is a gap between what they currently have and what they would ideally have. So for example, the consumer might think that they have athletic apparel that is sweat-proof, but is actually not. Once the consumer realizes that their current situation differs from their ideal situation, the consumer can begin the journey by considering new product options. If the marketer determines that the consumer is getting stuck by not even considering the marketer's brand, then it might mean taking steps to get into consumers' consideration set. One way to get considered by consumers is to put items right at eye level. Alternatively, if the marketer determines that the consumer is getting stuck by not having direct experience with the brand, then the marketer may want to provide free samples of the product or make it easy for consumers to try it. Ultimately, in order to maximize profit, marketers must understand the process through which consumers make their decisions. And that is an introduction to understanding consumer behavior and why you buy what you buy in Business Basics for Everyone.